Hey everybody! Welcome back to Northernlion Plays Planet Coaster, and to be honest with you, everything's going really well in Not Hell Park right now. I don't know if we're ever going to build a coaster that has an average speed of 50 miles an hour. We could conceivably build a roller coaster that hits 90 miles an hour, like Yankee Doodle. I think it hits 80. If I look at results here. 83. So we know that if we're going to get to 90... it either has to be a higher drop. Well, it has to be a higher drop, right? I'm trying to think back to, 11th and 12th grade physics. If you're dropped from a height, will you not eventually reach the same speed? Because acceleration due to gravity is a constant, if that makes sense. Like, if you dropped from this height, let's just say it's 100 meters. If you dropped from 100 meters, well, it's 69 meters, of course. If you dropped from 69 meters straight down... theoretically, if you kept going, you'd be at like the same speed here that you would be if you took like a 15-degree decline instead of that like straight 90-degree drop. I believe so, but look, I studied the other science, and if I'm being as kind to myself as possible, although I was good at physics in high school, it's been a while. It's been a decade, so I might be a little bit rusty on that, but feel free to make me feel stupider than I already do in the comments below. But I was looking at this park and I was thinking, like, what do we do? Well, I really like the way that this section looks, even though it gets me roasted in the comments all the time. And I really love the way that this section looks. Like, I think that this is the best thing I've ever done in Planet Coaster. This section is looking a little barren, so I think we just want to fill it in. We want to densify it a little bit. I do want to build another coaster, and I think that it's conceivable that we could build the entrance, like, right here, and then have it go, like, whoop, 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 and come back, and make use of the fact that this one roller coaster goes underground, and allows us the ability to have some extra space there. Will that happen this episode? I would say probably not, but we're running a business, 97% happiness, 3% mixed right now. I think it's unrealistic to stay at 100% happiness forever. Sky Ace Thrill Ride, we'll just continue to research all these. We should be, because we have so much money, we really should be able to research quite a lot. And get it all done pretty quickly here as well. And if you're wondering, like, why am I not, oh man, people are getting pissed in the queue for Dragons of Camelot. If you're wondering why I, am not, doing more marketing, it's because I really don't want the park to get too big too fast so that we have to restart it again. So I just want to look at this. This is a Chief Beef. Well, it's Gordon Ramsay's Steakhouse, of course. And this is a Chief Beef. Guy Fieri's Finished Smokehouse. Oh no, refreshing drinks. It's a Cosmic Cow. People are really thirsty when they come out of this ride, and they're really hungry when they come out of this ride because they're in queue for 10 years. So, first off, people are saying, I can't believe how cheap tickets for Dragons of Camelot is. Are you actually serious? $20 tickets are cheap for the Dragons of Camelot? Either way, I think we should throw down a new, well, we can take this building and duplicate it. And then rotate it like this. Basically, I want to put like another food and drink establishment over here, so that when people leave, they have other options. Because right now, people are going like, that looks too busy, I'm not going there. So we'll just try to, make their life a little bit easier. And it might be a little overkill as far as, food and drink goes, but... well, I mean, we can check that very easily here. We probably would want it in another section of the park to meet demand overall, but if demand is particularly high in this one region, this makes sense to me. So, yeah, food and drink, people are a little concerned about, so we'll go shop some facilities and custom food, and we should throw down something that we haven't seen. I don't know what Missy Good is, but sure, Missy Good. What could Missy Good be? Like Miso Good? It's a theme park sushi restaurant? You know those theme park sushi restaurants. I'm just going to sink this back here a little bit. Multiple research projects ready to be revealed. I know that, again, this is not the right way to actually do this. But it's the way that Dad did it. It's the way America does it. And it's worked out pretty well so far. And we'll throw a pip shot water in or something like that. Let me get some of that good meat falls off the bone. Well, I mean, that's not really a sensible place to have it. Like, I want to sink it back there. This is why you should never let me handle this. No, no, no. Wooden beam frame. No, I don't want to touch the wooden beam. Done. You're done. Here. Just move this thing up in the air for now like a George Clooney film. And I mean, it must be a popular place. People are already going to Missy Good. And we're going to see what it actually has on offer here as well. But I want them to be fairly far apart. Like this, maybe. And we'll make sure that staff is happy. Like, I pride myself on the fact that we got high staff happiness right now. Oh god, can you hear the whirly rigs coming from the other side of the area here? Nasty nos in your area. Here to cause mass hysteria. Look, this is like not good. But I'm not sure how much I really want to tinker with it. So I'm just going to pretend that this actually makes sense and is good. So Pipshot Water. It sells water. Oh, mineral water and mineral water XL. Oh, Missy Good sells donuts. I have no idea why it's called Missy Good. I hope that this place doesn't become the next, you know, log jam in our park, but that's life. We got to work around it. Guess thoughts. I'm thirsty. Ooh, I stepped in sick, or I'm hungry. Okay, so vomit is a problem that we definitely want to get sorted as soon as possible. And it's climbing the ranks right now. I'm just gonna go to staff. I believe I know where, probably the information booth is where that guy works. I believe I know where the problem lies. We just built a few family rides. I'm just gonna look at my research first, but we built a few family rides that, or thrill rides that might be a little nauseating, so we'll go check those out. So we got another coaster. We definitely never built a Pioneer coaster last time. Track overlap. Phenomenal speed. Well, that's probably what we're going to want to have here. Once we want to build coasters with a certain degree of speed associated. Especially like 50 miles an hour average speed seems way harder to hit because you can't have a huge lift hill. We could start the roller coaster on the top of a hill. But then people have to walk up, and it's hard to track, like to make a track for that. Wait, happiness 96, so happiness dipping a little bit. Where are you? I just want to know where the vomit is happening. Like, I would assume this is nauseating. You guys throwing up in here? Look at their thoughts. Look at their thoughts. Everybody's eating donuts. Look at their freaking phone. No, they're not throwing up. They are a little sick when they get off. What about this one? Are people throwing up? It doesn't seem so. People throwing up when they get off Solaire's trampoline? Yeah, that's the moneymaker right there. Okay. Solaire's trampoline is making people throw up. And it's an extremely popular ride, so it's causing problems. That makes sense. So, right now, how are our janitors? I mean, it looks like some of it was cleaned up. No, it's just people are getting hungry and thirsty to a larger degree, thereby probably lowering happiness. Not too bad. I just want to see janitors that we have. Wish you could change, like, sort by not seniority, but that's okay. It looks like all of our janitors have, like, a normal workload. I'm gonna nip this in the bud, and I'm gonna hire another janitor and throw him down. Oh, wow! Achieve a monthly profit of 7,500, easy money. Get an extra 1,000 in the bank there. And I'm gonna throw this guy down here, and again, like, sure, we could save a little bit of money by not changing his salary, but it's just gonna cost me more time in the future. I'm gonna give him a new work roster, and this one's called Solaire Duty. And your job is to handle this and this. Excuse me? Sure. Your job is to handle this exit. Is it overkill to have one janitor getting paid $200 a month to handle this? Well, I don't know. How much money does this make per month? $160? Yes, it is overkill. What we'll do in order to... I mean, again, this is to the point where we probably don't need to do this to a large degree, but... We'll edit Solaire duty and have it also include, like, you know, this stuff right here. I guess we could just have it include more rides. So, like, also include that ride, which could nauseate people. And this ride, which could nauseate people. And this ride, which could nauseate people. And that's probably better. Like, you got one staff member handling 4 roller coasters, or, you know, 1 roller coaster and 3 rides. I think that that's sensible and acceptable. And we'll just give this some time to percolate out and see if people are happier. We also need to wait and see if people get less hungry and less thirsty. Just to, you know, try to solve these problems before they get ridiculous. We have 2 problems right now. One being, I'm hungry. One being, I'm thirsty. If we look at guest summary, let's come up a little bit. We should probably throw down, like, one more... Back to 96.4, or still at 96.4, rather. We should probably try to sort that out before it gets too bad. So we have, like... I think this is like a juice shop and a Mexican restaurant. A pizza pen, right? Pizza... Is it pizza and coffee? I can't remember. I can't even click on it in here. Pizza and juice, I think, or pizza and smoothies. And then this is a coffee place, which is good because energy was a problem for some people, which also might indicate, actually, that we just want to put benches around. So that's cheap and easy. I know that, like, you know, sometimes this optimization stuff is not the most fun to watch, but for some people, they're very into it, and it's a necessary part of expansion. You know, you can't just expand endlessly and expect that to work out. You do have to have these moments, like, you know, it's like programming. You can't always... Oh, there's a pile of vomit there. What's up with that? You can't always be writing code, you know. You got to spend some time debugging. People always, you know, 50% of your time programming is spent debugging. People go, oh, you know, not for me. I'm just gonna make sure I code with no errors. No, it's not gonna happen. It's not the way an iterative process works. At least that vomit got handled right away. I thought that was trash, but it's actually seagulls, which is fine. And again, just giving it a month or 2 to see if happiness changes. Not really. And to see if guest thoughts change. 9% I'm thirsty. 10% ooh, I stepped in sick. So, wait, what are you? Gulpy Energy 4? Like, I wish there was, like, a heat map where I could see, like, where thirst is coming from. Yeah, information has quit again. Surprise, surprise. Because if people are, like, thirsty here, and I could see that, that would be very helpful for me. But without being able to see that, it's, it can be a little annoying. But let's see, there's, like, a lot of traffic here. How do these people feel? No, stop clicking on the trees. It's hard because there's only trees. I mean, these people don't seem... some of them are a little thirsty, and some of them are a little hungry. Which is probably why they're coming through this section. But I want to throw down, like, another... Although, you know, there's, like, nothing here. Okay, so let's throw down, like, another food court here, basically. And this is, again, still the fairy tale section of the park, so we're going to go, like, building. And I'm just going to do this one up slightly differently. Like, we'll put a large clock tower or something. And actually, if we set it up backwards, as stupid as this might look, we can probably fit 2 facilities inside of it. So we'll set it up to look like that, and we'll just delete this garbage can. And then go like, I mean, Cosmic Cow Milkshakes always kills. It always kills. So we'll throw down a... but there's another Cosmic Cow, like, right over here. But sure, we'll throw down a Cosmic Cow. And we'll throw down a... immediately people are into it. We'll throw down, like, a hot dog. Oh, yeah, you know what? We don't have a Tiki Chiki yet, I think. So we'll throw down a Tiki Chiki. And again, I'm going to prove how dumb I am. There. Oh, we almost had it. There you go. Just sink that in a little bit there. Rotate it so it's like almost flush. Grab. Oh, no. You're good. You're good. No. You're good. Grab the clock tower. Pull it back a little bit. Look at that. Technically immersion breaking because we've sunk our vendors inside of the wall. But it looks like this is the wave of the future, man, where we're all going to be ordering from, you know, automatic kiosks and stuff like that. So we put down enough, wow, we only made $200 that month. We put down enough increased food and drink that I think we should be able to just let that go for a little while here. Like, there's very little red. Tiki Chiki 2 is not accessible from the park entrance? Oh, yeah, no, that's definitely correct. You should be deleted forever. Dude, I don't envy you for having to work there. Okay. Whoa! No. The first Tiki Chiki was fine. The first Tiki Chiki did nothing wrong. Okay, rotate. I know you're supposed to add it to the building. God damn it. If there's ever been an impetus to learn to do things the right way, this would definitely be it. But, what can I say? I did it my way. Okay, place that there. Done. A little concerned about the lack of profit last month, but, you know, we are expending multiple thousands of dollars monthly in research. So I'm not overwhelmingly concerned. At all. Especially because I'm watching my money go up here. There you go. It's acceptable. Alright, what comes next? I think, as long as people are no longer stepping in sick, and it seems like that's largely working out pretty well here. People still a little thirsty, but I'm assuming that happiness overall is going to go up here. The number one complaint is actually about queues right now. Yeah, now we're at 98.2, which is awesome. So I think we've successfully at least diagnosed that problem. And then continue promoting people. Nobody buys priority passes, but we're going to keep building them, because one day they may. And our research is good to go here. Apart from that, I think we're going to build some more thrill rides over the course of this episode as well. So, let's go park management, research. I don't think I've ever seen track overlap. Maybe not. The Tiamat. The Invincible. 360 power. I can't remember if I saw that either. Enormous speed. The steepest drops. You can't handle my steepest drops. My steepest drops would put you in the ground. No, we might be, like, at the end of the research tree here, which is pretty amazing, actually. So again, I want to keep space here for another potential roller coaster. I'll be the first to tell you, it's gonna be tight to get the roller coaster to, like, get in here without causing problems. But the other thing we could do, I suppose, is build a path, and the path could go like whoop. That's a huge expansion for our park. But that actually might be appropriate. There's two ways of thinking about it. One is build a roller coaster here, and where do we expand from there? Like that, which is also fairly equally annoying. Achieve a ride rating of 1600 is our next challenge. Okay, we'll get there. Yeah, actually, I think that the better approach is to plan for expansion in this direction. We're not going to do it immediately, but we'll plan to start. So we're going to, you know, make wide paths here. Room to make a big mistake. So it's going to come out like this. And before we do anything, again, the loss of a single trash can, not that big of a deal. So what am I doing here? I'm building the area that our park will travel to next. And we've been having great success, I would say, with, you know, we previously built on kind of like a central hub, and then surrounding this hub was a lot of, like, spokes that came out from it, and they kind of reached dead ends, and then you have to, like, hit the end, turn around, and walk back. We've been trying to create a more radial design, and I don't actually know if that matters in the least, but that's the design philosophy that I've been using lately is, you know, we're using circles, or to put it more accurately, curved rectangles in order to have a more sensible, I would say, design philosophy. Now, the thing is, this section of the park is enormous. Like, it's actually huge. There's not a lot of ways to get from one side to the other except for walking around here, so... but first off, cool scenery, I think you gotta point out. I do think that we might want to hire more mechanics. A lot of rides are going down more often. How are mechanics doing? Normal? I mean, nobody at all has a high workload, so I'm not sweating that too much. Just make sure everybody's getting promoted. Why am I wasting money promoting the person who's probably just gonna quit at that information booth? Because I would rather do that than wait and, like, have to troubleshoot it, if that makes any sense at all. Like, rather than troubleshooting it, I can just click the button, and for quality of life purposes, that makes me very happy. Sure. So what do you do for this section of the park? Well, even though I'm paranoid about it, trash cans have been a great idea so far. AKA bins. And I don't know, what kind of bins do we... Well, let's throw in some rustic bins. I don't know if I'm ever gonna make a Wild West part of this park. I don't know if there's enough theming elements to support it. Maybe there are, maybe there aren't. And what are we gonna put in this section? Well, I don't think we're gonna worry about it yet. I think I'm just gonna accept that this section exists for now and know that there's space here. Because my initial plan for this episode was not to expand, but to densify. That's kind of like the iterative process of developing a park here, right? It grows bigger. Problems that previously did not exist will manifest, and then you deal with them, and then you grow bigger again. We have lost guests, actually. We bled some guests off here. That is cause for concern if it happens long term, because it indicates something is wrong with our park, but it could just as easily be, you know, we went from 100% happiness 3 episodes ago to 98% happiness now. Nothing on planet Earth has 100% happiness. There's always some jerkhole complaining. I'm so unhappy, I'm on my way home. So we're at 94, 5, and 1. What is causing that? It must be cues, dude, because there's no negative thoughts. Or there's at least, it's like good, 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 neutral, neutral, good, good, good. Oh, Pipshot Water 8 looks busy. Pipshot Water 8 looks busy. Nobody's thirsty. Nobody's thirsty. But Pipshot Water 8 is busy. You want a drink? No, I'm not at all. That's not what I said. I'm just pissed off that other people are getting drinks. It's a star wheel rotating in the sky. He'd like to come and greet us, but he thinks he'd blow our minds. It's a star wheel. Okay, all of our research is done there. And we're still making money. We're still making lots of money. Alright, so again, densifying. It's right outside your door, now densify. Look, we're not putting anything here. Like, if we can fit a ride there, then that's glorious news. I think a roller coaster, or sorry, a Ferris wheel, is nearly sensible. Why not? Not going to be much of a queue, admittedly, but we're not going to do anything else with this space, so this seems like very appropriate to me. And of course we want an exit. And the exit is very simple. Well, look. When we're making queues, 4 meters is fine. I don't know, maybe it's best to have it exit onto the part of the park we're trying to expand, but to be honest with you, we haven't had to worry at all so far about guest attendance. Like, every single roller coaster has found an audience. Not every single ride, but every single roller coaster has found an audience. And more rides than I would expect have found them as well. Now, if this suffers, it might be because of a diminished family audience. Like, I think we have the most... When you look at our demographics, is what I'm trying to say. I think we have a high degree of adults and a relatively lower degree of families and teens. The Ferris wheel, I imagine, is most popular with kids. I may be incorrect about that, but I think that that's the case. We are going to needlessly enable the priority pass. I built the queue in such a way that I really felt like it could fit easily. Yes, hello, Ruka. You made $5 grand that month. I'm pretty sure that at this point, when we lose money, it's because of, you know, having like the wrong sort of array of roller coasters break down within a single month, which is fine. The steepest drops. Again, you can't handle my steepest drops. Starting to run out of research projects, though, which is a very good thing, because it's a mindless, you know, clicker game right now. So, this is actually Starman, obviously. David Bowie's Starman, to avoid copyrights here. People are riding it, that's fine. I mean, it's a pirate-themed ride, so, like, I'm not necessarily expecting the world here. If we can get this into, like, the 70s, I'd be relatively pleased. Just throw some, you know, light torches around. These are just, like, half-decent staging elements, and then, it's a cargo sitting on the ground. I mean, this ride it's nice because I think you can get people on, like, really quickly, so it'll probably, run through the crowd pretty quick here. Let's look for some palm trees. It's a palm tree. Okay, I'm done, I promise. And I like the approach that we took to that, like, garden area. You know, rotate the trees on occasion. Don't just throw down endless degrees of the same tree. But also, you can mask the fact that there's a lot of the same trees here by just throwing them out at a seemingly, you know, scattered distribution. And, you know, this is probably not going to win any awards for the best queue of all time, but does it deserve to? Is that the question? Pearl Jam, anybody? Anybody heard of this band, Pearl Jam? Apparently, they're pretty... One of the most underrated bands of the 90s, I would say, Pearl Jam. Probably like the third highest selling band of the 90s. Next to Nirvana and D-Light. They should have been second, though, dude. They should have been second. 96% Q rating. Well, that's great for us, I suppose. And presumably, nobody's throwing up when they get off of the... when they get off of this roller coaster. Which is actually a ride. I don't know, I've always used roller coaster and ride kind of interchangeably. There are still people vomiting, but they appear to not really vomit as much, and it gets handled eventually, so... I mean, short of having a janitor just stand around and, like... Was nobody riding this? It's such good value. Short of having, you know, a janitor just shadow every person... I think that this is basically as good as it's going to get for now, at least. What was I going to do? Oh, manage staff, reveal research, of course. Spin to win. Overpower. We definitely have not seen that. Charoplane. We probably should have more track rides, but I think we've established I don't really understand how track rides work, so... I'm going to stay away from those for now, and we'll probably, I mean, we're 28 minutes in here. I think we have time to throw in, like, another ride. I don't want to throw down a ride with, like, red nausea. Did we ever build the collider? I don't believe so. That's not it over there, no. Like, I'm just not interested in making people inside of my park throw up. So I don't see why I would put down a roller coaster or a thrill ride that has red nausea. First off, Red Nausea, though. Great name for a thrill ride designed to be evocative of the Cold War. You know what? I think we don't have enough space to throw down another ride here, so... Densification. Success or failure? I would say work in progress, but we did throw down the Ferris wheel. We accomplished a lot of research, and we're still making ridiculous money, so for now... we did also gain like 300 guests. And the last thing we should look at here is how's guest happiness. 99 won. So I guess a lot of people stepped in vomit and were like, that's it, Nathaniel, I'm leaving. And now they're gone. And you know what? Good riddance. You come to my park, you don't wear nice shoes. That's your problem. For now, though, thanks for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you would like to see more in the future. New episodes come out every single day at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I guess we're going to get working on this wing next. And I'll see you next time.